what if the most common breakfast in America, the very meal you rely on for health, is secretly the single greatest driver of chronic inflammation in your body after the age of 60? What if one tiny, simple mistake you make with your eggs every morning is silently aging your arteries by 10 years, weakening your memory, and tripling your risk of a catastrophic cardiac event? Imagine this: you have been told your entire life that eggs are a perfect food. They are the protein-packed powerhouse, easy, affordable, and rich in nutrients like choline, crucial for your memory. You start every morning with 2 eggs, believing you are making the healthiest possible choice for your heart and brain. Yet, despite this healthy ritual, you still struggle with that foggy feeling in the afternoon, that anxiety when the doctor mentions your rising blood pressure, or the lingering fear of a sudden, unexpected heart attack or stroke. What if the most common breakfast in America, the very meal you rely on for health, is secretly the single greatest driver of chronic inflammation in your body after the age of 60? What if one tiny, simple mistake you make with your eggs every morning is silently aging your arteries by 10 years, weakening your memory, and tripling your risk of a catastrophic cardiac event? I am Dr. Miles, and today we are going to expose for seemingly harmless egg habits that millions of women over 60 repeat every single day, turning a heart-healthy food into a hidden threat. This is not about cutting out eggs. It is about transforming your egg ritual from a quiet, daily source of inflammation into a powerful shield for your heart and mind. We will uncover the one dangerous cooking mistake that accelerates the breakdown of your arteries and give you the simple science-backed steps you need to protect your remaining years and precious moments with your family. Welcome back to Senior Forward Health. For women over the age of 60, the stakes are high. Once menopause is complete, the protective shield of estrogen is gone, and heart disease becomes the #1 killer. Protecting your arteries and brain health is no longer optional. It is essential, and the path to protection starts by understanding that eggs are not the enemy. Your habits are the threat. Think of your cardiovascular system like a sophisticated plumbing network. As you age, the pipes naturally become stiffer, but chronic inflammation is the rust and sludge that sticks to the inside of those pipes, forcing your heart, the pump, to work harder and creating the perfect environment for a sudden blockage, a heart attack, or a stroke. The problem with eggs is that they are rarely eaten alone. They act as a Trojan horse, providing a seemingly healthy canvas onto which we layer inflammation-inducing toxins. The combination of the egg's nutrients with these toxic pairings triggers an internal fire that rapidly damages the delicate inner lining of your arteries, the endothelium, leading to plaque formation, high blood pressure, and memory decline. Based on the latest clinical data, particularly focusing on the post-60 female physiology, here are the 4 most dangerous mistakes I see women making with their eggs that are quietly stealing their health. Mistake 1. Frying eggs in the wrong oil, the omega-6 imbalance. This is the single most common and dangerous mistake I see. You stand at the stove every morning and you grab that bottle of canola, corn, soybean, or vegetable oil to fry your eggs. It looks harmless. The bottles often say heart healthy. This is a lie. These industrial seed oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While your body needs a small amount of omega-6, the American diet is drowning in it. The healthy balance of omega-6 to omega-3, the anti-inflammatory fat, should be around 4:1 or less. The ratio in the average American woman is closer to 25:1. This massive imbalance is not just unhealthy. It is the molecular match that lights the fire of chronic inflammation in every cell and every artery wall. Imagine your body's inflammation system is a seesaw. Omega-3 holds the anti-inflammatory side down. Omega-6 tips the inflammatory side up. When you fry your eggs in these oils, you are dumping heavy weights onto the inflammatory side of that seesaw every single day. This constant inflammation is what causes arterial stiffening. The omega-6 sludge sticks to your artery walls, reducing their elasticity, forcing your blood pressure up. Joint pain and fatigue. The whole body is reacting to this internal fire, leading to those morning aches and the fatigue that does not go away, even after a full night's sleep. Plaque instability. The inflammation weakens existing plaque, making it more likely to rupture and cause a sudden, deadly clot. Science insight. Studies from the National Institutes of Health and NIH show a direct correlation between high linoleic acid, a type of omega-6 fat found in these oils, consumption and increased risks of cardiovascular events in older adults. The heating of these unstable oils creates toxic byproducts like aldehydes, which are direct arterial poisons. The simple fix: switch your cooking fat, immediately discard all bottles of canola, corn, and vegetable oil. Your safest, most heart-healthy cooking fats are extra virgin olive oil for low-heat cooking, like lightly scrambling, avocado oil for higher heat, or grass-fed butter or ghee, stable and rich in protective vitamin K2. Clean cooking: the easiest way to avoid this mistake is to poach, boil, or steam your eggs. A hard-boiled egg with a dash of black pepper and sea salt is pure, clean medicine for your heart. Mistake 2. Pairing eggs with processed meats. The TMAO. This is the most direct combination that turns an otherwise neutral meal into an artery-clogging machine for women over 60. You look at your plate: 2 fried eggs, 3 strips of crispy bacon, and maybe a sausage patty. It feels like a hearty, satisfying breakfast. It is a metabolic disaster. The main culprit here is the combination of compounds found in the processed meat: bacon, sausage, deli ham, and even some breakfast patties, and their interaction with a specific nutrient in the egg yolk. Processed meats are high in sodium, saturated fat, and preservatives like nitrates or nitrites. While those are bad enough for blood pressure and inflammation, the larger threat comes from a compound called TMAO oxide. When you eat a meal high in choline found in eggs and L-carnitine found heavily in red and processed meats, your gut bacteria convert these nutrients into a precursor called TMAO. Your liver then converts this TMAO into TMAO. The danger of TMAO: numerous large-scale studies, including those published in the New England Journal of Medicine, have shown that high levels of TMAO in the blood are directly associated with an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, and death. TMAO is believed to directly promote atherosclerosis, arterial hardening, by altering cholesterol metabolism and increasing the adhesiveness of immune cells to the artery walls. For older women whose gut microbiomes may already be struggling and whose arteries are already vulnerable, this daily dose of the egg and meat combination is a powerful, silent accelerator of heart disease. It is like constantly pouring concrete into your plumbing system. A patient's story. Consider Mrs. Jeanette, a vibrant 71-year-old, who loved her egg and sausage ritual. She was stunned to learn her LDL cholesterol was creeping up despite cutting out all sweets. Her doctor helped her switch her protein source. Instead of processed sausage, she began pairing her eggs with wild-caught smoked salmon rich in omega-3 and low in TMAO precursors, or black beans or lentils. Within 6 weeks, her fatigue lifted and her cholesterol numbers stabilized. This simple substitution reversed a decade of inflammatory damage. The simple fix: ditch the processed meats. Eliminate bacon, sausage, and ham from your breakfast. These are Class 1 or Class 2 carcinogens, according to the WHO anyway. Smart protein swap. Pair your eggs with plant-based proteins like avocado, spinach, asparagus, or a small amount of plain Greek yogurt. If you must have meat, choose lean, unprocessed chicken breast or turkey breast cooked without inflammatory oils. Mistake 3. Monotonous, sparing the nutritional deficit for many women. The egg ritual looks the same every single day: 2 eggs, white toast, maybe a splash of margarine, and coffee. This monotonous routine is a subtle, invisible drain on your long-term health, especially after 60. The problem is not the egg itself. The egg is a vitamin pill. The problem is the lack of variety in what you pair it with. When you eat the same low-fiber, low-nutrient breakfast every day, you are creating a nutritional deficiency that manifests as physical decline. The consequences of monotony: fiber deprivation. White toast and meat contain almost no fiber. Fiber is essential for managing blood sugar, lowering cholesterol, and maintaining a healthy gut microbiome, which is your body's first line of defense against inflammation. A low-fiber breakfast leads to constipation, sluggish digestion, and an increase in circulating toxins. Micronutrient gaps. You miss out on the vital, protective nutrients found in brightly colored plants. You are starving your body of polyphenols found in berries and spices, nitric oxide precursors found in leafy greens, and necessary antioxidants found in colorful vegetables that actively protect the delicate endothelium of your arteries. The gut-brain connection. The gut microbiome thrives on diversity. A monotonous diet leads to a less diverse and less resilient gut, which directly impacts mood, energy levels, and even cognitive function. That afternoon brain fog is often a symptom of a breakfast that did not properly fuel your gut and stabilize your blood sugar. Science Insight. A landmark study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that dietary diversity is a far greater predictor of long-term cardiovascular health than any single nutrient restriction. When you eat more types of healthy food, your body receives a broader spectrum of nutrients that works synergistically too. Protect your heart, the simple fix, the breakfast revolution. Rethink the plate, treat your egg as the protein anchor, but let the surrounding ingredients change daily. Your goal is to add fiber and color every morning. Daily diversity examples: Monday, scrambled eggs with spinach nitric oxide boost and a small handful of blueberries polyphenols. Wednesday, hard-boiled eggs with half-an avocado potassium and monounsaturated fat and a slice of whole grain sprouted toast fiber. Friday, veggie omelet with chopped tomatoes like a peen and a pinch of turmeric and black pepper curcumin absorption. This is not a diet. It is a breakfast revolution. It is about feeding your body the diverse raw materials it needs to repair, defend, and thrive after 60. Mistake 4. Storing eggs on the fridge or the hidden salmonella risk. This may seem like a trivial kitchen tip, but for women over 60, it is a matter of serious health and safety. It is a common habit, placing the carton of eggs neatly on the shelf inside the fridge door. It is convenient, easy to grab, and keeps the main shelves free. However, the door is the most temperature-unstable zone in your entire refrigerator. Every time you open the door, the eggs are subjected to a temperature fluctuation, often rising 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit for a brief period. Why temperature fluctuation is dangerous? Weakened protection. The constant temperature swing weakens the egg's natural defenses and allows moisture and potentially bacteria to move in and out of the porous shell. Salmonella multiplier. Salmonella enteritidis is an invisible, odorless, tasteless bacteria that causes food poisoning. While a young adult might recover quickly, for older adults, the consequences of salmonella can be devastating. Severe dehydration, chronic digestive issues, and in severe cases, sepsis or even death. The FDA and CDC issue constant warnings about the risk. Compromised digestion. As we age, our stomach acid, which acts as the first line of defense against foodborne bacteria, becomes weaker. A minor bacterial load that a 30-year-old could handle can easily overwhelm the system of a 65-year-old. Science insight. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) strongly recommends storing eggs in the main body of the refrigerator, ideally on a middle or lower shelf where the temperature is consistently between 32 degrees and 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Studies have shown that eggs stored on the door have a significantly higher rate of bacterial growth than those stored in the stable center. The simple fix, the safe zone: move the eggs. Immediately move your egg carton from the door to the middle shelf of your refrigerator. Keep the carton. Do not transfer the eggs to a decorative bowl. Keep them in their original carton. The cardboard carton protects them from absorbing odors or moisture from other foods and minimizes temperature fluctuations. Never wash the eggs before refrigerating them. Washing removes the thin, natural protective coating, the bloom that nature placed on the shell. This small, simple action is a powerful science-backed way to protect your delicate digestive and immune systems from unnecessary strain. We have walked through the 4 silent mistakes that turn your morning egg, a powerful health ally, into a hidden enemy. Remember the key lesson: the egg is not the threat. The habit is the hazard. Your heart and brain health after 60 is a direct reflection of the small, intentional choices you make every single day. By correcting these 4 habits, by swapping inflammatory oils for extra virgin olive oil, ditching the dangerous processed meat combination that produces TMAO, embracing nutritional diversity at breakfast, and simply moving your eggs to the middle shelf of your fridge, you are actively reversing the inflammatory damage and building a powerful shield for the rest of your life. Do not let these small, simple mistakes cost you a future of sharp memory, steady energy, and precious moments with your loved ones. You are in charge of your health. If you found this crucial information empowering, please hit the like button to support our mission. Share this video with a friend or family member who still relies on that old breakfast routine, and subscribe to Senior Forward Health so you never miss another vital health solution for the years ahead. Leave a comment below and let me know, which of these 4 mistakes are you committing to fix starting tomorrow? I read every one. Thank you for being a part of our community. We will see you next time.